Hey guys, what's up? A Gamer here, and today I'm going to be showing you what I think is a very OP place to build in Ragnarok. So this cave is located around 51.6, 77.5. And to run this, you're going to need climbing hooks. Glider suit is, well, you don't need climbing hooks. Climbing hooks are recommended. And you're going to at least need 100 compound arrows and 50 shotgun rounds. I have a 200 damage gun. At least, that's why I used unofficial. Anyways, here we go. So to get through this first part, you gotta spell Grata. So, that's, A with a line over it, and then TA. But not like that. I meant on these little things on the wall. Alright, well. Anyways. I'm just going to show you how to run it real quick, and I'm going to show you where you can build. So this would be a real nice place to maybe breed or something here, or just use for dino storage. Something out of your base. Maybe even a solo base thing, because you can get metal down there and all that. Berries. First thing you would want to do is right below this waterfall, you could put some brontos in this water. And they wouldn't be able to flame arrow them, they'd have to shoot them with arrows, and you could just put like a ton down there. And they'd either have to raise something and drop it down to try and fight them, or something like that, because they can't transmit stuff in. You'd have to actually raise them up there, and then walk them down and drop them through that thing once you type in the code. Because right outside, right behind the spikes, you can build a little bit. So you have to put AC in this and just hatch them there. Right here, oh that's weird. Right here, if you walk out here, you get lit on fire, so you'd actually have to lay down to not set it off. But otherwise, you'll get burnt by that fire, and it's like getting hit by a flamethrower, I'd say. So just crawl across this, and well, crawl. Don't get on top of the mounds of dirt either. You just crawl from here to there. And whenever you get over here, I'm just gonna stand up and run through it. You just have to hop across, hit this. Then if you have a glider suit, you can glide through. If you're climbing hook, just walk along the bottom, and you can climb up the other side. Probably gonna want to bring med brews in case you get bit by a bat at the end of this. There's not any in this, but at the end. Let me see how far I can make on this parkour thing. Oh, and I fail. I don't want to walk down there. And I made it, but I fell. Okay, well, anyways. If you're running along the bottom, you just wait until you get to right here and climb up. If you have a glider suit and you know the trick, you can actually glide the whole way. As long as you're doing that up and down thing, that makes it where you can glide a little bit further. And then when you get here, you're going to have to press the button right here. So this room is actually where you're going to need all your ammo to kill stuff. So right here, on this roof, it keeps spawning bats. On an official, it spawns 6 waves of bats before, and each one of them were a lot higher level than they are on single player right now. These are like level 90s and 150s. I didn't see any over 150, but they're all around 150. If you try and just run past, this happens. And these actually stop me from moving forward, so I have to move backwards. So pretty annoying. And it'll just hold you here pretty much. And the bats will kill you. So you actually have to run backwards once you get hit by these. And if you get shot in the back, I'm pretty sure it would make it where you couldn't walk backwards either. And you just, come on, press this button, and this button, and the thing will open. But with all those bats, you probably won't be able to make it through there alive. And it usually did 6 waves, but for some reason it wasn't spawning them in. The second I killed some. But we'll go with it. Here's a trapped room. It can have random traps, like arrows. If I hit the wrong button over here, like if I hit this button, grenades. And this is one of the right buttons, but I don't know if I hit it in the wrong order if it does it. Nope. Oh, I just have to hit that button and it opens it. I thought I had to hit that button, then that button. Okay. Well, anyways, here's the maze. I'd fill this full of Trudons, and it would make it where people open this and they're stuck in like an area this big with them. It'd be a real pain. Okay, well, if you hit that button, it'll open the way to this. This button will open the way to this. And that button opens the way to this one. So now I'm not sure which one of these open this. This button does. Okay. So that'll open the way you need to go now. Now if you hit not that, wait, yeah. Center button, it'll open the way to that, but if you open with the top button, there's sometimes a drop behind here, which you can get. Now if you keep going, there'll be another button right over here. And I'd just fill this whole thing full of dinos is what I would do to make it impossible for people. But there's one complication I'll show you up ahead with doing this. And oh wait, this is a complication. Yeah, that's a pretty big complication right there. How would I get them up to that? Well, I guess I couldn't. I'd have to yeah, I don't know how to get them up that. Anyways, you could fill everything after that, I guess, with dinos. And people would have to flame arrow it or something like that. So if you just filled it with Brontos, it'd be a real pain. But here's where both of them come together. Here's where people, you know, no matter what, they have to come through right here, this little thing. Maybe if you just filled this with Brontos, they'd have to compound them to get through. Anyways, right here is where you have to sacrifice something. You can sacrifice a dodo or a person. Not dodo. A shoulder pet or a person. So person, they'll go into a maze where it's inevitable doom. There's no way they can get past that. Because you'll just put Giga at the end of it and game over for them. The other way is to sacrifice a pet. And for right here, I would just come back a little bit, maybe to, let's say right here, just after this, and fill it full of Brontos. And then, if you keep them at bay, they'd have to sacrifice the shoulder pit constantly just to compound your things. So they'd have to bring a ton of people and a ton of shoulder pets and just keep sacrificing them. So yeah, that's what makes it really hard to raid. They'd have to bring like 80 shoulder pets in here, and just open the door, shoot your Brontos as much as they can. Door shuts, they'd have to sacrifice another one, and just fill this with like 20-30 Brontos, and it would make their life horrible. So now there's this long thing they can run through, and right here you'd have to raise a parasaur in this room to get the Brontos over that little ledge, and maybe even raise the Brontos in here. I'm not sure. You could well, you have to raise the Brontos in here. What am I saying? You'd have to bring them all the way over there and raise them. But to get the stuff out of like a transmitter and raise it, you'd have to have someone run this cave and open this door for you. Once you get here, here's where you're actually going to be able to defend. Now, there we go. If they touch anything in here, it activates a like little ghost battle where you have to kill a whole bunch of these guys. But yeah, you can put turret rafts right here and guard this exit. And they would have to be able to run out and get your turret rafts. So you could just make a whole bunch of rafts and keep lining them up and make like a turret wall. But I don't believe you can place heavy turrets on this. But here, I can show you. I actually did place regular turrets here. And we just have these beat all the dinos for us. Anyways, There we go, spirits have calmed. Now you can get to the spot where you really want to build. Because this is what makes the whole thing. You can put rafts all along this river like I did there. And let me get command to spawn in so I can just show you guys real quick. Give me just a second. Here it is. Now I've already tested this on official servers, it does work. But sometimes the river is temperamental and you have to find a deep spot of water to do it. There we go. Now all you have to do is hop on and just ride it right over to where you want to defend. Might have to break that wood thing. Oh, it's a body, that's why. But yeah, then you just drive it up here and add it to your defense, which I can't get past the other raft by the looks of it. Wait, nope, there it goes. And you can just stack up and put 100 turrets here or something and defend that one little entrance. And yeah, that would kind of mess people up running up to 100 turrets. I mean, they could shield it or something. But if you guys fill that thing before with the Brontos, they won't be able to get past. Or they'll have to sacrifice hundreds of shoulder pads. So here's the other way that you can get through. And I'll show you the problem with it real quick. Pretty sure I'm in God mode, otherwise I'm dead. Okay, no, I'm good. So, the other problem is that Giga. So, right here, these walls close in. So you actually have to be able to run past this and get to here. The only problem is once you get to here, this thing will close behind you. And your only choice is to open this door. And the second you start opening this door, that Gigabytes, you're dead. Even if you're all the way back here, he can still hit you. So you'll die anywhere in here. But the nice part about this thing is there's a small spot right here where I can build a base. And here's the best I could get in here, which needs a little bit of work still. Like, yeah, a little bit. But anyways, the artifacts will spawn in here, which you can't get to with the foundation I have right here. So you wouldn't want to put that if you want to get the artifact. But yeah, you can place a transmitter in here and have your own little transmitter back here. It barely fits right here, and that's kind of nice because then you can just transport stuff in here, do all that, make your little turret thing. You have enough room for some storage in here, and do everything you want with that. But yeah, here's your little spot that's really amazing to build. You can put your not catwalks, hatch frames out here, and just make the whole turret base back here. Use this for a giant breeding area. There's only 2 ways in, right there, and then the other way you can fill with Brontos and make it impossible. Unless you want to sacrifice hundreds and hundreds of shoulder pets to slowly compound them all to death. Because with a good saddle, they're not gonna die. And they cannot get dinos in here. That's the other amazing part. Since they cannot raise them and bring them through the cave, they just can't get them in here. But yeah, you could make your breeding area in here. Use rafts to put feeders on, and you can feed everything in here. Because the last, see, it kind of just loops around right there. And you can put a feeder there and a feeder there, and you cover everything in here. Only problem is you can't use tech feeders. You'd have to use regular feeders, unless you got them closer to that building over there, which you can actually build on the ground. But yeah, here's a nice little area. I thought it'd be amazing to check out, and it just gives you so many options of what to do in here. I'm saying this is probably one of the best places to build on Ragnarok right now for a base. But yeah, because you have to invest so much to go in here and do this. At least a ton of shoulder pets to get through right there, and then right off the bat, even to scout the cave, they have to invest 100 compounders and like 50 shotgun rounds. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for subscribing, and well, if you subscribe, thank you, and I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna be doing some more videos. I've been a little bit busy as always. I'm gonna try and stop using that because I'm always busy. Well, thank you guys, and I'll see you later.